Hey guys, this is Brittany from Anythink Libraries, and today we're interviewing DJ Stacks from the Denver DJ School. Question number one, explain a little bit of what it is that you do.
Usually when people ask me that, I say, well, I'm a DJ. I started as just a love for music and wanting to become a DJ. I remember being a kid, in the 80s and 90s and hearing these DJs on all these hip hop records. And you start to see DJs like, Jam Master Jay and stuff like that, and a bunch of other DJs. So I just started with the love of being a wanting to become a DJ. And I think it was just more like a hobby and more of just something that I aspired to be. And so it turned into, becoming a DJ, rocking parties, events, different things like that. And again, it was always a hobby thing, just something that I loved. And then it eventually turned into, a career. Probably about 6 years ago, I was like, okay, I gotta make this legit. Got my LLC and set it up as an actual business. It's to do all the adult stuff, the taxes, and do all that to make it legit. 3 years ago, my partner, my friend DJ Jones, he had became like a silent owner of a DJ school in Aurora. I hit him up and said, hey, I heard you're looking for instructors. Can I possibly get in and teach some classes? And so I started teaching people how to DJ, which is crazy because it's one thing to do the things you do when it's second nature and you just do it by ear and feel. And then now you have to break what you do down. You got to break it down for somebody to understand it that has no idea what anything of this is. So that was a learning curve in itself. So I started teaching at Blend, and unfortunately that didn't do too well, and they closed their doors. Just short of a year that they opened them. But when they closed their doors, and like I said earlier, like blessings come in disguise all the time. And so because the doors closed, I had students mid-course, like they paid for these courses and they were mid-course and the doors closed at this school, just like with a couple days notice. So me and DJ Chon sit down and we're like, well, what do we do now? I told him I got all these students, like I can't leave them high and dry, And so goes, what do you want to do? I said, let's just open up our own school, you and I, me and you. Almost 2.5 years ago, we opened the doors at the Denver DJ School, which was pretty cool. It's just an easy transition to think, okay, let me try to pass on my knowledge to the next generation coming up, so they can have an opportunity to hopefully succeed in music. Because I tell my students this all the time. One of my quotes is, there's nothing more rewarding in life than to do what you love for a living. At the Denver DJ School, we teach all ages, 8 all the way up to whatever age. I think our youngest student ever came through was, 8 years old. And then our oldest student is, the oldest student we had come through was 52 years old. I'm not just a DJ.
Yeah.
I have a lot of different things that I dabble in and that I try to do to, better myself and, achieve more things, I guess, in the DJ game.
The clubs are closed. Concerts have been canceled in the midst of this whole pandemic mayhem. So what does your job look like now that everyone is at home?
To see, 2-3 months of gigs you have booked out just cancel literally like in a week or two,
mm-hmm.
You're just like, holy moly, like this is serious.
Yeah.
And so now that they're completely closed, obviously no DJs can DJ any events. First of all, your passion kicks in. Like, man, I want to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't realize how much you really want to DJ when it's completely taken away from you, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to go DJ parties and nightclubs and stuff like that. So, like about 2 years ago, I used to live stream on Facebook, just me DJing. And I thought it was just a cool idea just to sit there and live stream and connect with my fans and my people. And when everything got shut down, I had already had some experience streaming online, and I was like, I'm gonna stream online for my fans or for my people or people that follow me and that like what I do. And so that's what I did. I threw a virtual party, uh, so to speak, and I treated it like if it was a real, I mean, nightclub, because working the nightclubs and stuff like that, you just don't go in and DJ and then leave. There's a lot of preparation in putting ideas together for what kind of party you want to throw, what venue do you want to go try to pitch it to, and then you want to put the marketing behind it. You know, get your flyers together and get your all your different ways to reach, you know, your fan base or people that would love this type of party. So there's a lot of behind the scenes things that go on when people are throwing their own parties, which is what I've done for a lot of years. And so I treated it just like that. Put a flyer together, reached out on social media to everybody that I could, and I threw this virtual party. And the first one, and I can't say that I was the first DJ to do this, because you started seeing a bunch of other DJs streaming live. Because like I said, the passion takes over, and you're like, man, I want to DJ. Okay, let me set my phone here and DJ for everybody on social media. And so I threw this virtual party, and people loved it. People loved it, especially now, of what's going to happen next. What do we do? Like, am I going to have a job? Am I going to be able to buy groceries for my family? You know, everybody's unsure of what's going to happen. And for those 3 hours that I threw that virtual party, I have my wife with me. She's a clown. If you ever see any of my live streams, she loves to dance. She loves to sing. So she's sitting here singing songs, dancing, and people love it.
Nice.
You know, so for those 3 hours, it kind of takes people away from reality.
Yeah.
And takes them to a place where they're not thinking about everything that's going on outside.
You've done some virtual stuff with your DJ school too, right?
Yeah, definitely. So we were moving a lot of classes one-on-one in our classroom. And then we were also teaching in 3 public schools and the Anything library sessions that we've done, thanks to you. And so we were just everything was moving so well, you know, in person, that, you know, the online thing was kind of like, okay, we'll get to it. And then COVID-19 hits, and we're like, okay, it's time to adapt. So, you know, me and Jones got together and said, let's put this thing together. So one day we were at the school and we're just setting up the cameras and, you know, how are we gonna do this? Let's do it through Skype. Let's try through Skype and testing it and working it out. And we got it figured out. And we launched a couple days after we got everything set up. We launched it, put it on our website, put it all over social media, sent it out in our email newsletters.
Well, we're gonna do some rapid fire questions now. First paying job.
Dairy Queen.
One word to describe you at 16.
Unprepared.
What was your favorite snack as a teen?
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Nice. Hands down, favorite song.
That's one of the hardest questions for DJs, because most DJs just love so many different types of music. I've always been an old soul. So here's the thing. Very hard question, but one song that I'll always go back to, and this is old, so if there's any teens that are gonna be like, who is that? The OJs, She Used to Be My Girl.
Do you like dogs?
I like dogs, but I don't love dogs.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Pistachio almond.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last question. What are some activities you suggest for teens to do who are at home right now who might be interested in exploring the world of DJing?
I mean, there's a couple cool things that you can do. I mean, obviously, if you don't have any equipment and you're like, well, I like to dabble in it a little bit or kind of see what it is, there's a couple cool softwares that you could download for free and start playing with just on your laptop or whatever. The first one is Serato, Serato.com. You can go there and you can actually download their DJ Lite version for free. So it's the Lite version. There's a Pro version and then a Lite version. And if you get the Lite version, you can kind of play with it, and start. It comes loaded with some preloaded songs, but then you can load it with more songs if you have songs in, like, say, music in your iTunes or whatever. And then I know that I believe there's a streaming capability where you can stream, I want to say, through SoundCloud or Tidal. So you can kind of play with it that way. So that's a good way to kind of just play with music on your laptop and kind of load songs up and play it. I mean, you're not going to get the whole feel of actually having DJ equipment, but you'll get the idea of trying to play, one song to the next.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty cool software. And then Virtual DJ. Virtual DJ is another cool little software that I believe they have virtualdj.com. You can download a free version. And the free versions are cool. They have limited, bells and whistles, but you could still play music on them. And that's another cool software that you could just download for free. And like I said, load up songs. And Virtual DJ is pretty cool. I think it has these two little, like, turntables on there.
Oh, cool.
That you can maybe even grab your cursor and kind of spin the record and kind of do that, and load songs up, and you can kind of emulate what a DJ mixer does on the software. So that's another cool software that teens or young people can get into to kind of dabble in it to see what it is.
Cool. And then if anybody wants to get in touch with you and join up with the virtual classes, where can they find that information?
Yeah, so on all social media, we're under Denver DJ School. Pretty simple. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then we also have our website, which is denverdjschool.com. We have our website set up to where you can go in there and see a full explanation of what we teach in all our classes and courses. And then you could actually book classes online through the website. Yeah. And all our online classes right now are 20% off. So you could just go on there. You can choose a single class, or you could choose a course, which is 6 classes altogether. Not only do we teach classes, but we also carry DJ equipment. So we like to be kind of a one-stop shop to where you can come in. We carry various brands of equipment, all the big brands in the business. We carry DJ controllers, turntables, mixers, headphones, everything, speakers, everything you would need to get things rolling. So we carry all the equipment as well. And you can, on our website, you can go in the shop section and you can see what different DJ equipment we have. And then of course, again, like if they have any questions, they can hit us up and say, hey, what's the best controller to start with, or what it has, find out what equipment they need to get started. And we're still doing curbside pickup. So if you did want to buy a DJ controller, you could swing by the school and we'll bring it out to you. You could pay online completely. You don't have to, come in for a transaction. We'll deliver it to you on the curb. And then you can take it home, and we could do online classes. We're doing something like this where we can actually walk you through how to use the equipment and start with the classes and courses or whatever. Awesome.
Well, Stax, thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks for having me. And here's the thing with teens. I mean, if you've always wanted to do something, I mean, now's a great time, because you got a lot of time on your hands. And don't get discouraged, because I've noticed some teens come through and they say, well, I don't know if I could do this, and or there's some lack of confidence sometimes. Mm-hmm. It builds a lot of other values than just spinning music.
Oh, absolutely. So teens, check it out. DenverDJSchool.com, Denver DJ School on all the social media. Again, I'm Brittany from Anythink Libraries. Thanks so much for joining me, Stax, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right. Thank you, Brittany.